Hey guys, I'm Zama.
And I'm Lanzi, and welcome to Because We Said So. We have a special episode today.
Very, very special episode. We got a special guest with us on the Quiz Couch today. She is a musician. Mm-hmm. She's a rapper. Mm-hmm. She is a TV personality. Yes. She is an entrepreneur. She is a CEO.
Exactly.
She is Nadia Nakai.
Oh, what an intro. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for being here.
Oh my gosh, the harmonizing literally gave me goosebumps. I should start a band.
Feature us on a song.
Yeah, I don't make music anymore.
Nadia, that's not what you're supposed to do. Oh my gosh, but thank you so much for being here. How are you doing? How was your day been going so far?
My day's been a bit hectic, but I mean, like, as a girl boss, what can you do? Like, there's just a lot going on. But we're here. I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so happy to have you on the podcast. We're so excited to hear from you today, get to know you, you know. Yeah. And you're our first guest, actually celebrity guest.
You lying?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
It's actually a big day. It's a huge Everybody says scream.
Hey.
It's a big day, so we're really happy to have you here.
I'm so excited because when I first saw that you guys were doing this, I was like, oh, this is going to be so good and so successful. So the fact that I'm the first.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so happy. Thank you.
We're really happy to have you here. So first things first, we're going to play a little icebreaker, you know, get the nerves down, you know, get the vibes going. The game is guess the lyrics.
Oh,
right?
No. I forget my own lyrics. I swear to God, it happens. It happens.
All the best.
I hope it's not mine.
So,
For your sake, I hope so too.
So essentially, we're going to say some lyrics.
Okay.
And we have to guess, well, we're all going to play the game.
Okay.
We have to guess the lyrics of the song, what the song is from, the artist as well. But I think we'll take if it's just the song. It doesn't have to also be artist. Whatever you can give us. Okay. Right?
Cool.
So I will go first.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I'm actually not sure if I picked good ones, but you know what, guys?
So how can you play when you know them?
No, when she reads them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So the first one, I'm going to start easy then. From easy to hard. The lyric is, dropped 2 mixtapes in 6 months. What bitch working as hard as me?
Oh, isn't that Nicki?
Yes. No? It's a rapper though.
It's Cardi.
Yes.
Okay, Cardi B.
Shout out.
Yes, yeah.
I'm actually so proud of this game.
I think is that Bodak? Bodak Yellow?
Yes, it's Bodak Yellow, yes.
Okay.
Next one, Ping Ting, a sight for sore eyes.
AKA Lemonade.
Yes!
That would have been so good if I didn't get that.
I knew you were going to get it.
Yeah, I was going to say, that is my song.
This one, it's getting a little tough. If you guys know this one, I'll be very proud of you. Ang mix, ang yoni gin tonic.
It's Ricky Rick.
Oh, the question is...
Which one is the song?
I'm so proud of you. I don't think you get that.
Come on.
It's Bossonke.
Bossonke.
Shut up, but you got Ricky Rick.
Everybody said it like him too. Yeah. That's what I said. I didn't know the lyric, but
that's my biggest thing. I'm trying not to say it like...
say it the same. Okay.
I have one last one. Okay, go ahead.
Black woman, white man, money, getting back the land.
Yeah, I'm out. I don't know.
Sorry. You guys are out. Damn, I clearly made it really hard. That? It's Poity. What's that?
Oh, yes.
Black woman, black man, money, getting back the land.
Yeah, shout out Poity.
I have another female rapper onto my list.
I mean, I actually know that song. Why don't I know the lyrics?
That's okay. Sometimes
you don't know. Okay, let me do mine.
I'm scared.
Best of both worlds, you're a hybrid, or your exes were a little short-sighted because they never, ever saw all the right shit.
Short-sighted. Or your exes were Casper in your best.
Yes.
Oh, y'all are brilliant.
What is the song?
Oh, your exes were a little short-sighted. Baby girl?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm great.
Nadia, this one,
Nadia, please.
Lock in, queen.
What if there's $1 million on the line?
I lost it fully.
It's gone.
It's gone.
But okay. Right. Because that truth hurts and those lies heal, and you can't sleep thinking that he lies still.
Ariana Grande.
What's the genre?
Is it hip-hop?
Is it hip-hop?
No, but it's not South African.
It's not South African.
It's international.
Is it Drake?
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Thank you.
8 bands. It is Take Care.
Oh, damn.
Featuring Rihanna, yes. Okay, last one.
Baddest bitch who copped a bachelor's, leveled up, and
That's
got
me.
my period.
That's me.
Period.
I was actually going to be very worried.
Yeah, so I was like, I hope she gets home.
That's me. Yeah, sometimes it's tricky.
No, I get it though. I get it.
Like
So many
so
songs. How would you
So
ever
many
remember all of
songs.
them?
And I don't
Actually
perform
fair.
all of them all the time. So it's like,
Okay, yeah.
That's actually fair. You probably also are like the ones you do the most. Are the ones you remember the most. Makes
100%.
sense.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Okay.
good job though, guys.
That was
I think
very
we
good.
aced it.
I would have
That's
won the
very
$1 million.
That was good.
Yes, yeah.
But guys, today's topic of the week, we are going to be speaking about reinventing yourself in the public eye, switching lanes. We feel like Nadia is the perfect person to speak to about this. She is killing it in so many different lanes. So we just wanted to talk to you about how you got started, how has it been moving through different industries, different lanes, and just doing different things in the public eye. So first things first, you want to get into you early life. There is a bit that we know about you. We want to get more into it. First things first, who were you before music? What did you want to do?
Yeah.
What were the vibes? What were you feeling like growing up? Were you always wanting to be a rapper in the music industry, or were you kind of pulled into it because you found out you had a talent?
So I don't know, but I've always like been curious about music, but I didn't necessarily come from a musical family. Like my mom is a financial analyst, like it was just super books.
Yeah.
So I kind of discovered my music like taste in high school, but like really fully entrenched myself in varsity because there was a lot of like makeshift studios in the res rooms, and we used to just like during breaks would make music and whatever. But early life, let me tell you about living with a Zimbabwean mom. Like, you better finish your schooling.
Very serious stuff.
Do whatever you want. Just give me the degree. Like, give me the degree and you do whatever you want. So I graduated. I'm not going to tell you what year because, I'm babe.
Hey, son, we don't
Respect
judge.
my age, babes. My age is serious this year. I ain't going to lie.
Hey, but
same.
it's so serious ages now. So you know what? I can't.
Sometimes I don't have airtime. That's crazy.
Listen, it happens. It happens.
So I studied marketing, media studies, and communications, and I graduated when I graduated. And then I worked for worked for PR TV for a bit, and then I worked for an advertising agency.
Oh no! So you were proper a corporate babe.
Proper, I was an account executive
So
for
you
like
actually
an
did try
insurance
it out.
company. I
That's
did
cool.
for a while, and actually I really enjoyed it. I mean, if I didn't leave to like pursue like an entertainment. Like then I was like kind of presenting. I was making music, but when I left the advertising agency, I went to go be a presenter on PR TV. But I really enjoyed the advertising like space because it's still creative. I mean, I have a marketing degree.
Yeah.
I have a communications degree. I have a media studies degree.
Oh, period. So many hats.
So many degrees.
But I always kind of knew I wanted to be in a space that's creative. So the corporate space is either being in a marketing department in a company that you enjoy, because I was just like, I want to work for MTN, or I want to work for Vodacom, or like the telecommunications company always had like really cool culture, or like Nike or Reebok, or like, they had really cool stuff. So if I wanted to do corporate, I was gonna be like the marketing department of a really cool space,
Cool.
And then I did advertising for a bit, and I was working on accounts like Volvo and Purple Capital, which is an insurance company, a little bit of Brutal Foods, SAB.
You were working.
I was working, yeah.
Like, you made it seem like you touched it a little bit.
Yeah,
but
that's
you
actually
actually
fully inside.
I was fully inside, but it was so much fun because I feel like the advertising culture and they say the investing culture has a very big drinking culture. Yeah. So every Friday was a turn up.
Yeah, I've heard. People always say that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it was cool, yeah. And then I decided, you know what, I just asked God, because I felt like me being involved in two things, like God couldn't bless me in like...
Yeah, so you had to take a leap.
I had to take a leap of faith and really just focus on this, and this is what I want, and please can you just provide for me in this industry? And then so I quit, and I was like, yo, I'm going to do this thing. And soon after I quit, I signed Family Tree, which is Casper's label.
Yes.
God was working.
Yeah, he was
So-
working. And ever since then, it just like kind of took off.
That's
I love
amazing.
that.
I love that. And also, I think it's very inspiring that you didn't feel like, let me choose a safe option, because a lot of people feel like, you know what, I'm already soaring in this. Let me stick to this.
Yeah.
Like, let me go for my passions and see how that goes. And it's clearly going really, really well.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
also, I wanted to know, like, how did you feel stepping into such a male-dominated industry, especially South African hip-hop? Because at the time, a lot of males were running the show. So I remember when you came onto the scene, I said, I remember the Amantombazane remix.
Yes.
Who's this?
Yeah.
This Bad Babe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you came into the scene, I was like, this is so refreshing. So
Yeah.
how did you feel stepping into it? Because, yeah.
So it really was that. It was tough because a lot of the lineups always had males and that's it. There were no girls. And it's not like there weren't female artists. I'm not going to be like, I was the first one that pioneered female rap. No.
Yeah.
There was Miss Ntabi, there was Supra, there was Cuba. There were so many female artists that were doing their thing. But I would probably say that I was the first that really came and commercialized it. Like was there with the
100%.
cute outfits and the colorful hair. It really was that. And when I started, like the first time I got into, so for me, hip hop, Back to the City, it's iconic. It's like a rite of passage. If you get on that stage, you know, like you've
made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on Osmic's radar. You like, you know?
Cool.
So, but for me, I could never perform on that stage, but I started hosting it before I could even perform on that stage. So I hosted it in that kind of transition place because Back to the City kind of started with the boom rap, backpack rap. So that type of clientele was there, and then it kind of shifted to getting more commercial artists on that stage, and I was there kind of part of that shift, hosting it. So I got to see it and I was just like, okay, cool, there's a shift that's happening with the industry, and that always happens because there's always a shift that happens. And being part of it was really cool. And then eventually when I was allowed to be on stage and performing, that's when I was like, okay girl, you did it, you're here.
You made it,
doing
girl.
it.
You made it.
I'm
Do that, girl.
into the hip hop
100%.
space.
Yes.
That's really. Did you
Yeah.
feel like they welcomed you with
Open arms.
Yeah.
They did, but I think there was a lot of like they weren't sure. I think they felt like you're doing this to be cool, you're doing this to be around the boys.
Yeah.
And it's not like I grew up with the boys, because it's funny enough, a lot of the people in the industry grew up together. You wouldn't even know. Like the only person that kind of
Interesting.
wasn't in the spaces was Casper, because he was probably in Mafia Gang.
Yeah.
But like a lot of them, like Keenan, Deleuze, everybody kind of like
North lifestyle.
the North lifestyle. Everybody was kind of around each other. Altito, like all of them. So like with Glitz Gang, which is Morale, which is like Altito, Morale. I don't remember I don't think Sean Pages are there. But anyway, that was kind of like my first like taste into it, because they were like, oh, you're a girl, you rap. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. This is what you want to do. And Morale always used to like put me on stages and stuff. Didn't even have a DJ. I'd go with the flash drive and ask any DJ there's like, play track 2 and 5 and 7 and let's rock, you know?
Yeah.
So it was like really early days. So I feel like they were excited to have a female voice. And being on Amantomazan was very iconic, because not only was it a really big song, but the original was just guys and it's talking about girls, and there's no girl in the song.
Yeah.
So they had to have a girl. And I really feel like I was perfect for it, because I mean, then I wasn't even moving with Fanucci yet. And Ricky was just like, yo, I like your vibe, pull up and let's do this. And man, in that studio session was I nervous, because he was there. I was like, what are you doing here? I was so nervous, but
Yeah.
he was also such a nice person, so he was really helpful. And
You
stuff.
did so well.
It gives like
you.
the Nicki Minaj of the YMCA. Literally.
Yeah.
That verse is iconic. Like everybody,
Thank
if you
you.
don't know, get to know.
Get to know.
You're probably young, maybe like a 2K or
There's no
something.
way they know that song.
They
just-
have
because
to.
the kids love Ricky so much, so there's no way that like I think they'll know his discography
Discography. That's the one.
for many years
That's
to come.
true, that's
you
true,
know,
that's
many more
true.
generations to come.
You mentioned how hip hop always is shifting, right?
Yes.
And I know everyone's been talking about this. How do you feel about the state of hip hop in South Africa right now? Because obviously back in the day, I was a huge SA hip hop head. Like,
Yeah.
you know this as well.
Yeah.
I was always in the clubs. I loved it loads.
Yes.
Obviously now,
It's so
whether we like it or not,
different.
it's very different.
Yeah.
So like, how is it for you? Like, what's your take? How do you feel about it?
You know, like I'm saying, like hip hop evolves, and I'm really excited about the talkability around hip hop right now, which I knew was always going to happen, because people are like, hip hop is dead. No, I said hip hop will never die, because hip hop is too much of a heavyweight genre.
Yeah.
and it's
And
a
it's
global,
international, yeah.
it's a global genre. And I feel like when we took a dip, it wasn't just in South Africa. Globally, it took a dip.
Yeah.
And a lot of things kind of factor into that, because the club spaces, people don't want to drink as much. Let me tell you, you guys millennials.
Yes.
Yes.
We're
Millennials.
on the cusp.
Cusp, okay, I'm a fully millennial. Let me tell you. So like millennials, we knew how to drink, but like not in a bad way.
Yeah, we millennials.
We were definitely millennials in that sense.
You know what I mean? Like we knew how to drink. So
Yeah.
so the new age hip hop space, they're not really drinkers.
You're right.
So
You're actually so
the
They're
Gen Zs in
not.
general don't drink as
They
much
don't drink
as
as much as we
Yeah.
do. Well, dude.
So it's an ecosystem, because one, also the internet wasn't as big in our time. We really cared
Yeah.
about being on Rams. We cared about
Yes.
being on radio. Them not so much, because they've cut the middleman. They give their music directly to their consumer.
Yes.
But that all affects the whole ecosystem of it. So
The
if you don't have
culture.
radio, then it's tricky because you're not coming for interviews. So you're not creating a brand. You're not building your name. Then also alcohol sales are dipping. So they're not sponsoring the big events. Like Durban July, there was a Miller stage and they're not doing that anymore because it's the alcohol consumption is not as it was.
Much,
So they're no longer investing in those spaces anymore because they're not pushing product.
Yeah.
So that also then affects the amount of events that are happening, the amount of club events that these people are having. So, and then Amapiano blew up, you know?
Yeah.
But I can never say that Amapiano is the reason why hip hop took a dip. I don't think Amapiano, the genre, is the type that pushed consumerism as much as hip hop did.
Yeah.
We pushed
true.
lifestyle.
Yes,
We pushed clothes.
that's so true.
We pushed like our music videos. We're getting paid for a 3-second to just put your product there because people wanted to know what we're drinking.
Yeah.
Whereas with piano, it's not so much
not the
about
same,
that.
yeah.
The songs are 8 minutes long. Like, you know, so like it's very
albums are
different.
so long
Yeah,
too.
they are. The albums are long. The music videos are not putting too much budget as much as
Yeah.
it was when we were making our stuff. So therefore, music video industry also takes a knock. So there's a lot of things that are integrated when hip hop took a step back, you know, because we were very like the piano guys dress like hip hop guys. They dress like us. Yeah.
Sorry,
Exactly, your
sorry,
flow.
like, sorry to
Yeah,
say.
like that's the culture, and there's no
Yeah.
problem with that. You know, it's not like I want you guys to wear cow hides and stuff. I get it, but I'm just like, there's a vibe there that is just like you can't say it was just because hip hop artists weren't dropping enough music. We were dropping enough.
Yes.
We were making music. We were dropping, but it's an ecosystem that affected everything.
I never
you
actually
know?
thought about that.
Yeah.
And I feel like genres have coexisted for years. It's never been like internationally, whole world, genres all have always existed together.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like one should be pushing the other one out.
Yeah,
you
So
can't.
I completely hear what you're saying in terms of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I even hear what you're saying via the difference in how people consume it. Because even with Amapiano, there's no lyrics. People are not actually listening to the music to hear the lyrics most of the time. Where hip hop, you want to be able to rap the song. You wanna get into that. Where that's why I'm like, I miss it loads. Because like we were literally listening to old school hip hop like for the past 3 days, and we were having the time of our lives. Because it's just like you want to have a sing along, you want to have a feeling, a mood, a vibe. Specifically, South African hip hop was in a crazy era.
But you see, sorry to interrupt you, but that's also the other point in it because, like I said, the internet, TikTok has created these small snippets that you love. So therefore, like even Pusha T, if you listen to his project, his songs were short. They were like 2 minutes. Back then, we had to have a song that had 3 verses, 2 choruses, 340 like minimum. But now some of them are like 250. 1 chorus, 2 verses. Having 3 verses seems like a schlep to listen to because we used to consuming music in very small little widgets, like
That's
very
true.
small things.
That's
So
true.
things have also changed now. So like I'll like a song on TikTok, and then when I hear the song, I'm just
You're like, how is this the same song?
yes,
Also,
I just like this podcast.
Like,
So even listening to music has decreased for us. So we don't listen to music that we the way we used to before. So that also affects things.
That's
you know,
so true. And the attention span. I feel like we love short form things so much.
Yeah.
That like a long full song just feels like, oh.
yeah, we listened to and watched the thing on
Next.
2 times. Son,
Yeah.
You can't even
voice notes.
Yes, I'm on 2 times. If it's a story
Let's
time
get
on
to the
TikTok,
point.
2 times. I'm just like, our attention span is actually so bad, and it's pouring into music, which I didn't realize. So yeah, but
we need to do better.
we
But
really
you,
do.
Yeah, you touched on it slightly at the beginning. Do you feel like you've done all you needed to do in the music industry? Is that kind of why you're taking a bit of a step back?
I'm taking a step back right now, because I feel like it's super toxic right now. And I'm in the hip hop space. It's serving a lot of toxicity, and not even just what's going on with the artists, but also this no hate, but at the podcast level, like there's a lot of people.
She said no hate.
No hate.
I'm
Not
on
to
the
you
podcast,
guys.
no hate.
No, but the reason why I'm here because I'm not
No,
on a
you're
lot of
right.
podcasts.
Yeah,
The reason why
yeah.
I'm here is because you guys are smart. I can tell that there's intellect in what you guys are saying, and what you guys saying matters, and that's why I want to be here and engage with you guys. But a lot of the podcasts, I feel like it's just random people. No offense to you guys, you're doing your thing.
No
but
shade.
Like
No shade.
You have your mic and you have your camera. Therefore, you on streams. But you're doing things for clickbait so that you get views. But then people think what you're saying is actually coming with sense. That's a problem I have.
Wake it up.
You know?
Waking it up.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
Whereas before, the people that did broadcast were skilled in broadcasting. They knew how to hold a conversation. Like when I see some of the podcasts, they're talking over each other so much. I can't hear what's going on. I'm frustrated.
literally,
My anxiety all the way
guys.
up. Looking for my linesman, looking for my ashwagandha because my emotions are all messed up. There's a lot going on.
Overstimulated.
Because people don't know how to stop, listen, respond. Stop, listen, respond. But now also they're not even trying to get intellectual topic matters. They want clickbait. So they're going to say the wildest thing just to get views because they're going to get ads. YouTube's going to pay them. It's toxic, man.
Yeah,
And I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know personally at the stage of my life, I don't know if I want to be a part of that cycle anymore. I don't think it's for me. I'm not built for that. I'm built for caring about radio and Rams and doing live amped performances and having skilled people interview me. That's my space.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
People like us.
Yes,
and stuff.
Not trying to trap me and clickbait me and rage bait me just so that you can get
And
that
you're so
snippet.
right, because you can even tell sometimes while they're recording the podcast that this person is speaking to bait someone so that they can clip that specific parts. And I'm like, is this what it's come to? Just because you have a mic, you think you're spitting?
Yeah.
No shade though.
No shade.
Yeah, guys.
We're in the same
industry, and maybe we say something we think we're spitting and we're not.
It can happen. I don't know.
Maybe we don't think we're spitting. People are like, shut up. So, but anyways, I wanted to ask you as well. When did you first kind of have the idea that you wanted to do things outside of music? Because a lot of the times people, if you're in a specific space, people are normally like, stay in the space, stay in that lane, stay in what people know you for. Don't venture into other things because it becomes, sometimes people say it's confusing for your brand or whatever the case is. So what kind of made you feel like, you know what, I actually do want to explore other things outside of just music?
I think it's the marketing space in me because I've always seen myself as a product that needs to be packaged, it needs to be labeled, it needs to be positioned, it needs to be, and like even when I was making music back then, I always affiliated with something. I was doing some kind of brand. I mean, I did like, actually, let me not say the brand, they're not paying me now, but but I did like a clothing range. I did collaborations with alcohol brands. There was always like something going on while I was making music. But the one thing I always made sure that you have to keep the main thing. Like the clothing made so much money for me. Like I borderline bought my house from that stuff.
Period.
Reality TV. Reality TV also helped because I was able to like show my personality. But it all had to funnel back into my music because that was what I'm known for. And hip hop is what made me live the life that I'm living today. So I could never forget that. But I think it's important. And that's what I'm also worried about a lot of the cats now, because I could drop one song a year and I'd still be eating because people knew my name. They knew Nadia Nakai.
Yep.
And
Longevity.
I think, yes, there's the longevity. Like I don't necessarily have to drop music and I still will get a check from somewhere. And I don't see myself as because I've worked at creating my brand and my name, and that's what's important about it because that's where the longevity lies.
Yeah.
Where I see a lot of artists now that have amazing hit songs, but I will not know who you are. Like, and people think, and people think, oh my gosh, like I always like, yo, we need some controversy, man. We need to know who's dating who and whatever. Not because I'm nosy, but because people want to talk about you more than the music. I want to know who you're dating. I want to know what you're wearing. I want to know what products do you enjoy using. And when you get there, you can monetize all of that. You can make money out of all of that. And that's the whole point of it. So I think I've always been unlocked with that from the beginning. To be like, oh, y'all know who I'm dating? Great, let's make money from this.
Like, that's such a good mindset to have.
Yeah, because also people always do want to know, like, behind Nadia, the musician, who is she? What does she wear? What does she like? What does she consume? So it makes a lot of sense. 100%.
And girls are so much, sorry to interrupt you. So girls are so much easier than guys because guys, yes, they can probably sell you clothes. They can probably sell you alcohol. And I don't know why none of them have done like a beard oil or something because they're losing an opportunity.
Do they have beards?
Well, do the beards connect?
Do they connect?
Do they?
I don't know.
Maybe they have a young moustache now.
Maybe.
Yeah, because Pharrell Williams has such an amazing male skincare range and it's always sold out.
Yes.
Like it's crazy, but like with girls, we can sell you hair, lashes, makeup, which is what I'm doing. Bags, panties, clothes, lotion. We can literally put our name on something and sell it to you because there's so much going on here for me to be here today.
Yes,
so,
and we girls, like you were saying, we're nosy. We want to know what is she doing so that I can buy it. What hair is that so I can get it? That's what we want to know at all times. Also wanted to ask you, when you were making kind of different moves into, for example, reality TV, like you've mentioned and things like that, were the people around you encouraging you, or were they kind of like stay and you were like, I'm going because I know what I'm doing, or people like, girl, we know you for music, so can you stay in that lane?
Oh no, they were encouraging me.
Love that.
And I think also because I didn't half-ass it. Okay, I can swear. You
can be free.
I didn't half-ass it because like when I did clothes, I did it properly. Like I did it and I literally traveled to like London because they their trends are first before they trickle down here because of the season. They see summer first before we do and whatever. So whatever's trending there is what we'll then see on social media. So I'll travel there to find out what it is, make sure we have it so that whatever you're seeing on social media now, you've got it at the store. And we went to
businesswoman.
for seeing trends, it was important. And I think we did it really well. And I mean, we're supposed to do 2 drops. We ended up doing it for 5 years.
Wow.
Because it did. And we did like multiple drops, multiple seasons because it did really well.
Yeah.
And at that time, people can't tell me that, oh no, you shouldn't be doing this, focus on the music, because I feel like we did it good. And that's the whole point. Like you need to do it well. Don't half-ass it. Because also fans and supporters, they can tell when you're just putting your name on something and they don't believe in it.
Yeah.
Or they can tell that you're really involved in this and we actually believe you. So I think that's also what's important.
Yeah, and you look very serious whenever you do something, so it makes sense.
No, literally, and I think that's even why people take you seriously. If you take yourself seriously,
people will always take you
seriously.
I appreciate that.
Zama touched on something I actually want to talk about, the reality TV.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that was the first thing we saw of you stepping out of music and trying something else.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, like, were you nervous about it? Especially because now people are going to perceive you a different way. And also sometimes the stigma that comes with being on reality TV. Like, what were your worries and concerns with that world?
I wasn't really nervous about it, but I think because of me being a musician, like I'm used to talking about my real life, like real life raps.
Okay.
Like I'm used to being
Not
my
made
real
up
self.
shit.
Not made up shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe an actress would be concerned because you have to create, you're known because you handle characters.
Being someone else.
Being someone else, and then you go out and you be yourself and you don't know how they're going to receive that. Whereas with me, like the industry I'm in, I had to always just be as authentic as possible. So I think that reflected really well on the reality show. So I wasn't worried about it, and I think people received me quite well because I wasn't fake at all. Like that's
You weren't.
Yeah, you were like the sweetheart on the show. Everyone like fell in love with you proper.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And also, again, you have to do the right show. Like I feel like Netflix was huge. So it's like I had to do that opportunity because it was the right one. It wasn't just, I mean, even though I moved away from that and I did my own one, but that was at the right timing because I was kind of approached by both platforms at the same time. And I was like, okay, cool. This one, I think I'll be able to visit a little bit later. Let me do the Netflix thing because it's global. Because I get recognized like in Dubai and shit. Like, yo,
I can imagine. People watch that show.
They do. It was number one in Jamaica. Like it was.
I see reviews from Americans doing it. UK people. I'm like, everyone's watching that show.
Yeah. So it was really dope to do that. But I decided to leave because I just felt like, compared to other Netflix shows, they allow their cast members to show their real businesses. And the whole point is to be able to use that platform to actually build your own empire and build whatever you're doing. But for some weird reason, our show, we weren't allowed to show our products. We weren't allowed to show our music.
You're actually right.
We weren't.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And for me, I felt like that defeats the purpose because that means I'm actually an actress on a show.
Got you.
And not actually somebody that's got things going on and you showing that. And would shoot stuff and they wouldn't make the cut. Like we shot my Braga app, didn't make the cut. Like, so you don't actually want me to get bigger than I am right now. But why is it only with the African show? Because Dubai Bling, they show
That's so true.
all their businesses and then they are able to build. I mean, the one is even a DJ. They show her DJ.
Actually DJing.
And she can use that to actually continue DJing afterwards. But I felt like with us, it was a bit restricted and I don't know where it came from, but I felt like this was starting to become a bit of a waste of my time. Okay. And that's why I ended up doing my own show on BET. And I felt like that was more fruitful, even though it wasn't as international, but the whole continent watched it. And I feel like it still was a place where I can show my music and me and what I'm known for every single day. Than having to be fighting with cast members and then making up and then fighting with cast members.
And then making up. And then... When you have your own show, can you literally like, are you kind of in the process of creating or kind of overseeing the storylines and including who you want to include and taking, so are you kind of in charge of that part as well?
Yeah, so you executive produce it.
Okay.
And then also because it's your life and it's your reality, you sit down with the team that helps like connect the stories, but the stories exist.
Okay.
So like if I'm fighting with my cousin, I'm like, yo, I'm fighting with my cousin right now. I'm not talking to her. And they're like, okay, cool. Let's do a scene. Like I go shoot Tatenda and find out what's going on and then shoot Nadia. And they're like, okay, guys, do you guys want to talk about this? Okay, cool. We're talking about it on camera. And also locally, it was so much more flexible. Whereas Netflix, there was so much red tape. Like there's so many things that they need to do.
Is strict.
It's very strict. And even like from the edit level, so they put their back into it because it's not easy to do that show. It's not like you can't just wing it. You have to have multiple cameras, multiple angles, and then the cast is 8 people.
Sure.
It's a lot of people.
And
everyone's
there has to be
superstars
connections all the time.
100%. And you have to shoot it good. Like if the mic is off, oh my God.
You're starting again.
Yes.
You lying.
Yes.
What if it's like a fight scene?
You have to start that beef again.
I think a fight scene, maybe because it's 8 of us, they might be able to but sometimes they'll call us in and make us do like voiceovers, like where there's a voice, like we're talking now, but maybe your mic is low.
Okay.
You'll come back in, you'll hear what you said, and then you'll just record it again so that it's audible.
Because
they can't shortchange with that. It's like,
that makes sense.
It has to be audible, clear. It must be perfect. Which is a nice thing about the Netflix shows. Like the level is very high.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you are done with the reality TV space, or you're going to continue with it with Beyond Braga? Would you join another show?
I think I'm done.
You're done with reality TV?
I think I'm done, yeah.
I'm going to miss you, girl.
We're going to miss you now.
Do you feel like you've fulfilled the whole reality TV purpose thing?
Yeah, I think I don't want to be perceived as much anymore. You know,
I get that.
Do you get that?
So
I get
get
that
that.
fully.
Yeah.
We always talk about it here. Like even us not on that huge stage, we're not on TV.
Yeah, we're not on Netflix
Yes.
stuff.
No, but I get it though.
But we always talk about how, like, in our jobs, it's consistently being perceived. And sometimes people don't get it when you want to just take a little step back and be like, you want to have some moments, some things to yourself. So I actually can't imagine being perceived on that level. I can get why you want to break from it. And did that make you nervous? Like having to put yourself out there in that way? Because I get it with your music, like you do speak to your life and stuff, but it's like through the music. So sometimes people don't know if it's real. They do know if it's real, whatever the case is. But there it's kind of like people are really seeing your personality. And then sometimes it can get hard because now they're nitpicking things that are actually personal to you.
You know, the funny thing is like when I'm more vocal, like on a reality show, I'm not as nervous because I get to speak my truth from the horse's mouth. Like I get to say it.
Okay,
So like when I had my breakdown with Annie, that was genuine. That's what happened. And I wasn't worried about it because I feel like people that worry about their perception means that you're faking it.
Okay.
Because you know what I mean? Like if you are being yourself, some people like you and some people won't like you, but if you're being yourself, there's no other option. So I can't be worried about how you're going to perceive me because it's me. You know, like,
And it can't be someone else.
100%. So I was not worried at all if the breakdown and whatever the hell I said, you're a witch, whatever. That's who I am.
Say what I say.
I say what I say with my full chest. You know, so I've never been worried about that. I think what's been the most worrying part of things is when people have a perception of me that I haven't been able to talk about. You know, like certain things, or like how I feel about grief, or how I feel where I'm at right now and what I'm dealing with. Even with like, not even just publicly, even with friendships, sometimes people have perceptions of you and you can't explain yourself to everybody. And that kind of gets me depressed and sad. Just like, oh, this person thinks I'm like this, but I'm not. But I'm also not going to defend myself to you because give me grace. You know? Yeah. So I wasn't really worried about that at all. What I worry about more is like, oh my gosh, when I really can't explain myself. Because people like on social media will be like, now I'm back to Nadia Nakai. Because back then, I had always been a girl that showed my bums and my thighs and sexy crats. And then I realized that a lot of my followers like had followed me after what I went through. So they saw me as Makoti. They never went there before that. So now when I'm back to the bums, they're like, when I'm back on my bums, I'm back on my bum swag. You know, I'm back on my baddie swag. They're like, excuse me. And I can't explain to each and every one of them. I can't call them and say, guys, this is where I'm at right now, but I've always been this, but you weren't here from the beginning. So like, but I still need to cater to you because I don't want to lose you. Because, you know, I have an attachment to you. So I have to kind of like balance it. But like, that's the part that I'm like, yo, can I post this? I don't want to piss off this crowd. But then I also have to live my life because this is actually who I am. But like, you found me in a place, yo, it's a lot of work right now. Yes, that is a lot of. That's the one that hurts me.
Post your bums, girl.
Like I
feel free. We always say your vibe will attract your tribe. Like, it doesn't matter what you post. Those people that really fuck with you and want to stick around will stick around. It doesn't matter what you decide to do.
I know.
Like
because pleasing everyone is not going to work.
I know.
You can't please everyone.
But that crowd was sentimental to me because they held you down, you know? They did. And I don't want to piss them off, but I also need to live my life.
Yes, I was going to say, it's also, is it not hard to also feel now that I'm stuck in this space? You want me to be stuck in this space? Because at the end of the day, like, people will be like, yes, we want Nadia to be better, feel better, move on. But it's like, do you want me to move on? Because you're getting mad when I'm shaking my ass.
Yes.
And I have to shake my ass.
Because I'm young. I'm enjoying myself. I'm
that's
single.
What I'm saying.
Like, you know what I mean? 100%. But that's what I'm fighting against. I don't know if you guys saw the toss thing.
Yes.
We saw it. Everyone was like, why is she dating to us? I said,
Guys, relax.
they rage baiting you and you got baited. That's actually what happened.
You got baited. You're the bait queen.
A part of me was like, maybe it's because I'm part of the social media world, so I know when something's like bait and like you guys thought it through.
Yeah.
I was like, you can't tell me people genuinely think this is what it is.
Yeah.
But people did. And
They did.
Literally was so upset. And then people started bringing up obviously what you went through. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is the lads.
It was, but I anticipated it. I didn't expect it being that hectic, but I did it on purpose because I'm trying to fight that narrative of this box you're trying to put me in because I want to live my life, guys. I want to continue with my life and I want to be happy. And I want to be myself and I want to enjoy it. And I also want to teach you that, I might date again. I know I said I never want to have a public relationship, but I don't know. I might have a public relationship. I don't know. I'm a lover girl. And when I'm a lover girl, it's hard not to
and
like.
you're allowed to change your mind.
Yes. You can say you don't want one now. And if you have one, be free. Allow her to be free. Guys. Allow her to be free.
But I knew I had to give them a shock factor a little bit first before I come out with like a real one because I'm trying to protect my future base. So Toss was like I tossed him in the fire. Love you, Toss, but I tossed him in the fire.
What made you actually choose Toss? Like, are you guys
that's what I also wanted to know.
So Toss actually asked me to be in the video as the video vixen. But oh my God, we're so good. Like Toss is like one of my babies. There's a few new acts in the industry right now that are my babies, like Jessica Mashaba, Nobantu, Majesties, Indigo Stella. Toss is one of them that I just generally gravitate with and I just like get on. And they're really good people. They just some of those people that don't think about themselves too much. They don't walk in a room thinking, I need to act like a cool guy. And I need to, even though you're a cool guy, it exudes naturally.
Yeah.
But like you're a normal human being, man. Like just be normal. And those people are like that. So I'll do anything for them.
I love that. I'm sure they're happy to also have you as
big
sis.
Yes,
Big sis in the industry.
I hope so. I hope they love me as much as I love them.
Surely they do. Show us your love in the comments, guys.
Yes.
Anyways, I wanted to also ask, wanted to get into Naked Without. Your beauty line, we're beauty girls down. So we love that. Love that for you so much.
you.
I want to know what inspired you to get into the beauty space.
Yeah.
Have you always been like a beauty lover? We just like, you know what, right time, right opportunity.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Like you said, you know that the girls are like, period, makeup, face, beat, eats.
Yes.
So you're like, okay, let me add to the space. Let me see what I can bring.
So a couple years ago, I trended for not having makeup. I had gone to like a spa day and I had like, that day I didn't have a wig on. I had hair like you, but my forehead is huge, girl. Like, and I was just having like a really nice day. And it like became like a social media trend where like, oh my gosh, Nadia Nakai looks so ugly without makeup. Babe, it was a whole thing. It was like a whole thing. You see, Dingo even put it in their script. Like it was crazy how.
Saying what actually?
Yeah, like it was crazy. They literally like
Putting it in the
script
script is nice.
It's so crazy.
Because you're basically playing into the bullying at this point.
100%. I was very touched by that. I'm not gonna lie. I
As
still
you
don't
should
forgive them
be.
to
I'd
this
be
day.
too.
And I really love this thing. I'm like, Brajoji, that was my vow. But
Just
why
for
would you do
you.
this to me? Why would you do this to me? Like this is painful.
That's so mean.
So they did that. Yeah. So it was quite hectic, but it kind of like flipped itself on its head because a lot of people were like, but do you guys think that she looks like that, like Namin face when she's with her boyfriend?
Please.
Like, come on. Then they started posting themselves without makeup on. Like and it became like girls kind of rallied behind.
Okay.
I love that.
Where was I when
Where
this
were
was
we?
happening?
You're in primary school.
We're not that young.
I'm kidding.
Nadia thinks we 25.
I love this. Everyone's babies to me. Everyone, okay,
love
guys,
that.
y'all kids. But honestly, the girls really rallied behind me and it became a thing of like positivity. And that wasn't added to the sitting script, but anyway. But it became like where people were posting themselves without makeup, saying, I'm still beautiful without makeup, I'm this and like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, seeing that was so empowering for me. But the reason why it inspired my makeup range was, for the girl that's not necessarily skilled. So for my makeup, professional makeup artists can use it, but I'm actually making it for the girl that just wants to go out after work, drinks with her girl, and she wants to be able to just look alive and look okay and look just
Put
normal.
together,
Put together. Well, not much skill. So like my foundation is full coverage. You don't have to know how to put layers on and contour and whatever.
Okay.
It'll give you that coverage. My blush sticks are like, some girls really like just a little bit of blush on their bare skin as well. They just put a little blush for some color. So I've got that. I've got lip liners that are supposed to be paired with lip glosses because there's, or like the lipsticks are like more of the natural lipsticks, like the lipsticks you guys have now. It's more of the nudes and more of the soft pinks because it's for the everyday girl. The girl that, the girl that I wish I was then. Like if I thought about it, I probably would have just done a little bit of a makeup, like a little makeup, a little, even though it's the thing of you should really love yourself for who you are. But because I went through that trauma, I had to learn that skill now. So like even when I go grocery shopping and somebody want to take pictures of me there, and if I didn't have makeup on, I'd literally say no, because I was worried that that's going to happen again. You know, so I had to teach myself how to do just a bare face, a little something, so that if I take a picture, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm exposed or whatever, like, oh my gosh, you know. And some girls feel like that. They need to just have a little bit of foundation, a little bit of concealer, or maybe a bare face and you want a little bit of highlighter. So I've got really nice, like, soft highlighters as well. But it's for the everyday girls, for the girl that doesn't have time to bake their face, but they have time to bake a cake for their kids. You know, and that's what they should be doing.
I love that. A thoughtful queen.
Yes, you know, you must be baking cakes for your kids. Don't be taking an hour to bake your face, my baby.
Yes, don't be like us, guys. Don't be like us.
It's been an hour and a half.
Yes, you know, every day.
Yeah.
Just spending time with your kids and your loved ones, you know, like, oh my gosh, go on a date and blush, you know, just have a little bit of blush. So you go on a date and blush. You don't have to take forever to just figure out how to put your blush on.
Yes, we'll have options. Sometimes you can do the full face.
Yes.
Sometimes you can just do a
sometimes
little
you're not
one
in the
too.
mood and you want a quick little something.
Yes, because I mean, the professional makeup artists love it because the product is really good. Like, I'm not even pretending. Like, I went to China. I went to the places to go do this shit. Sorry. Oh, I can't say here. Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Queen.
I literally went to the factories. I visited. I've got, like, my products come from different factories as well because I was like, I really wanted to be good, you know? So, yeah.
I love that you were very hands-on. And I love that you took a negative situation
And you
flipped
said,
it, and reversed it.
Yes.
So is it didn't go on everyone else?
Yeah.
When we catch you guys.
When we catch you. If I knew who the person was in this, and you go, yeah, I was going to
The script writer, you've got blood on your hands. You know that?
Like, there's stages when running a show and everyone approved of it. Like,
Let's do that. Just
And my
Nadia and
name?
Nina.
My name?
Yeah.
Not my name.
Like,
Oh my gosh, that's Nadia
Justice.
Nakai. Guys, I know famous
still
like
on
them.
TV.
I don't know. And that's why they took it off if I.
That's what you get. Sorry.
That's what you get.
That is what you get.
Yeah,
So
but
disappointed.
we also wanted to get into Naked Authority, of course.
Make it up there.
We
Please
see-
show the camera your bag, in fact. I don't know if they can see it.
It's so stunning.
Thank
Gorge.
you. It literally says self-art baddie, naked authority, naked
I love.
authority. And I've even got like a mold of naked
Oh, it even's got a
authority.
back pocket.
It's got a back pocket. And then
Period.
My God, gay phone.
it's so
Down.
fun. Thank you.
It's so cute.
Thank you so
So
much.
what made you get into that? Because I see it's going to be streetwear brand.
yes.
So what made you want to start that?
So, like I said, I've done it before. So with with sports scene,
Yeah.
shout out. Actually, no, it's fine because sports scene was they the boss.
They did that.
They did that. So we did with sports scene. We did apparel. So we did clothes, socks, handbags, sunglasses. We did the whole shebang. And I actually feel like I missed an opportunity because while I was there, I should have already started working on my Naked Authority brand, which I had already had ideas, but I didn't like implement it because after we were done with our collaboration, I actually should have automatically done my one there, you know, because it did so well. So that's why I was like, you know what, actually, it's fine. Everything happens at the right time.
Exactly.
And so I came with the bags, and you know, like South, they love the little bit of a dupe. It's serving Birkin.
Wake it
I
up.
like fake Birkin.
It's so
But it's
So
cute.
cute.
It has its own personality. That's what I like about it. It's not just dupe. It's giving.
Yes.
Everything
like its
is
own
it's
thing.
unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's genuine leather. It's the same quality. It's proper level. It's like you're not going to be disappointed. And also, I'm not serving Birkin prices. You want to ask how much? How much do you think it is?
Ooh. Hey, Maj.
Are we cheap bitches? Oh,
I don't know. I
want
feel
to
like looking
say-
at it to see if I have a radar
I'm going
on
to choose
my
a safe
eyes.
answer.
Okay.
And
You
say
go
maybe 2,000.
Okay. Yeah.
I was going to say at least 1,000.
At least 1,000.
Yes.
Closer. It's 1.8.
Okay,
period.
I was going to say 1.5, but
Yeah.
then I said 1,000.
You know, you're trying to be say too safe.
I wanted to. I didn't know if I should be too high or too low.
affordable.
It's very
Yeah.
affordable, and it's beautiful for the,
And it's
the
beautiful.
price. Even.
And the quality. And the things that I always know that I know my fans. I'm not going to be like, even with the makeup range, the most expensive product is the foundation, and that's $350. Everything else is below.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be affordable, I want it to be good quality, and I want it to be for the girls, and I know who my market is. I'm not going to try shoot and try appeal to the Kifibu market now. That's not my market, you know. But love
they
Kifi
have
to death.
Birkins.
And they have the Birkins, you know.
They got Birkins.
They got the Birkins, and they have
Yeah.
them. It's for the girls that, you know, they want to look cute too, and they want to have that vibe, and they have that type of bracket of money, and that's what I want to cater to, and I never want to move away from them because that's who I am. Instagram. You know? Like I'll play with the real thing, and then I'll also have my
Double in and out.
100% double. You know, here we go. So, yeah.
So because you did it with sports seed, I actually still have one of the jackets that you gave me back in the day. It obviously doesn't fit anymore because it's so tiny. But
You're so tiny because you're skinny.
I really am.
You're
But like
skinny.
that jacket was like, it was those cropped, it was that pink and black one.
Oh yes, yeah.
I love the jacket. I used to wear it to the ground. So do you feel like there's anything you learned from that experience that you're carrying into your businesses now?
It's that thing of being accessible, but also forward trendy. Like, don't just give the whole of South Africa essentially, because the higher LSM people, that's like a 1% or 10% is a reflection of South Africa. But giving them trend-worthy clothes and good quality clothes at a price point that they can afford. That is what I learned, because that's why it was so good and so successful, because the clothes were good, they were on trend, they fit the South African girl, and on top of that, the price point wasn't breaking their back. So they could really like either save up the money, ask their mom for their money, go to the sports scene store and purchase it and feel like they're really on trend. And like the colors we did were like limes and pinks and very like, you know, and being able to go and see the trends overseas and say, okay, we're going to take these samples, adapt it, change it and do this and make it localized was the important part of it. So that's why for me, localizing the brand is important by saying South Our Baddie, because you want the person that purchases it to resonate with it, because you're selling to a specific person. I'm not just selling, I'm selling to you. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about you. And I think that's why that's what I learned from those collaborations.
Love.
And we see it because you put so much thoughts into it.
Yes. I wanted to ask you, like, do you feel like everything that you've tried or anything that you've put your energy into, whether it be music, reality TV, all of these, do you feel like everything, you always get a lesson from everything that helps you move into whatever space you are in at that point? Like, do you take your lessons from music? Do you take your lessons from reality TV? Maybe what you learned, because now you big on social media. So you're taking the lessons from what you've learned about being on a bigger stage to help you on your social media career and all those different things. You feel like everything helps you with whatever you're doing at that time.
100%, because I'm very big on ecosystem. Like I said, I'm very big on how things are interjected. Like everything is connected. Especially in the entertainment industry, people think, oh, you're an actor, you this, you that, everything is separated, but actually everything is all together, because a lot of the people that are doing these productions are the same people that are shooting my music videos, the same people that are doing the radio shows. Like everything is mixed. So for me, learning from my reality show, from my music, from my fashion, from social media is all in there. But the nice thing about it now though is like I'm learning new things, because social media is a different beast. It's a different ballgame as opposed to traditional media. Like the way that I was moving, yes, there was internet, but it wasn't as like the beast that it is now, where people actually like buying cars and stuff off their YouTube pages and stuff, which is crazy. But like then it was like, oh my gosh, we really needed to be on radio. We really, not saying that radio is dead, but I mean like how print media has kind of changed because everything is on social media. The way that people are streaming music now, the way that people are watching TV, like watching regular TV is different to streaming. And I learned that because with Netflix, we're on a streaming platform. My reality show, you had to watch it every Saturday at 7. So the viewership was also very different, that I had to learn that, okay, cool, people are really on their phones. They're not necessarily sitting and watching on TV. So I had to create snippets of the reality show that could sit on social media.
It's going to motivate us to go watch the full
100%, because they need that motivation to still go. Yes, you might have a big name, but it doesn't mean that your content is what people want to watch. And remember to watch at Saturday, 7 p.m. Channel 123. You know what I mean? So that's the stuff that I had to learn. And it's exciting to learn as well. Like TikTok, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm on TikTok. Like before we started, you're like, oh, you're so on TikTok. I'm like, babes, I'm not even posting enough. I need to be posting 5 times a day.
5 times a day is so hectic.
It's hectic.
Me posting once a day is like ruining my life right now.
It's ruining
When I post once on TikTok, I'm like, wow.
you really did that. There's probably so many drafts there. Post the drafts.
No idea.
Post the drafts. And I also realized like sometimes like I posted a video with me and Carrie yesterday, last night, probably like around 9. This morning it's a million views, no?
Oh,
but the day before yesterday, I posted a video and it got 7,000 views. And you can get demotivated. But it's like you post, babe, post, because yes, you get 1 million views or you get 7,000 views. Whatever happens, you'll see that video that you posted 3 months ago all of a sudden just spiking. It happens like that. So you can't be demotivated by the amount of views that you got on this one and this one. It's like, I mean, Instagram algorithm has completely changed from getting over 80,000 likes to sometimes getting 4,000 likes. And I really feel like they're muting us African content creators, eh?
Yeah, no, I
they're
do
doing
get
that.
it.
I have that theory.
Yeah.
I feel like they are. Because
And they're already not even giving us the creator fund. So why are they killing us right now?
They're really killing us. And I feel like because they can't control our narrative. And technically, Instagram is an American brand, if I'm not mistaken.
Chinese, I think. Oh, no, Instagram is right.
Yeah,
Instagram
Instagram is. TikTok is a Chinese brand. So
Yeah.
therefore, your views can still reach the same levels as American or whatever content creators. Whereas with America, because of TikTok, they couldn't control it. America, I feel like they're muting us, one, because America is fighting with South App, but leave the content creators out of it.
Yeah, like
Political.
get us to our thing.
Yeah. But I feel like the way that the algorithm is completely dipped in like our views and our responses is because they don't want us outside of America that they can't watch and listen and see and control to a certain extent getting bigger than their influencers and their content creators.
That's
like
actually a really
Nunn,
good point.
honestly, because like Natalie Nunn, they still rocking. Like Natalie Nunn's get like 100,000 likes like on posts and stuff.
Yeah, I was even going to say, and also even the fact that they give them so many more resources than they give us in South Africa is even for me an indication of that. Like they've got the funds for the reels and the this and the that.
Yes.
We have actually nothing in South Africa. We have like just a basic Instagram lights.
Yes.
Like,
Basically, their Instagram probably looks so different to ours completely. Even their
Yes.
back
Probably,
Instagram
yeah.
probably looks so different. We've got a different Instagram, babes. It's like crazy.
And then like
Yeah.
you'll see a post like someone posted 6 days ago. I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I only seeing it today? And even when I do see it,
Yeah.
it has like 5 comments. And I'm like, why did no one see this? Why? Because we're only seeing it 6 days later.
Yeah, they shadow ban. You can't even reach your own community. I think you reach 10% of your own community. And me, I have 3.8 million followers. So how am I getting 4,000 likes on a post
that's
all
what
of
I'm
a
saying.
sudden?
And then what's
Kinda
the point of
crazy.
even people following you because they're not going to see your stuff?
Exactly.
And it's like, show them my things. They clearly want to
Yeah.
see my content. That's why they're following you.
100%. But I've been 3.8 million forever. I haven't grown. Like it's been 3.8 million. Like
Yeah,
that's
no.
it. It's not growing. There's something going on with Instagram that's just
something happening.
And if you think about it, also like when I went to China, I actually realized that China doesn't use this, even though it's Chinese TikTok.
Yeah.
They don't use the same TikTok as ours.
You
They
see.
don't, they don't post on our TikTok. Our TikTok.
Oh.
They created TikTok for the rest of the world.
Oh, wow. So they have their own
They
thing.
have their own because remember it's a communist country, so they control a lot of what's
Okay,
being said.
censorship.
Yes,
Oh,
because and I asked them and they
yes.
said the population is so high that they can't allow radical things to happen because if they start toying,
It's
it
gonna
can
be
cause
bad.
Yeah,
infrastructural
rumble.
damage because there's so
Yeah.
many of them.
Okay.
So they control the narratives that's given to them. They control what they hear. It's very controlled. It's actually quite scary how controlled it is. So the TikTok we have doesn't reach them.
Wow, that's actually
That's
crazy.
so interesting. But I
100%.
guess you are, because I've heard people like travel to China and say, guys, I couldn't post on TikTok because
Yeah.
I couldn't.
'cause
TikTok
of
was
one
banned.
and this.
I couldn't get in. I can't post on TikTok in
That's
China.
crazy.
That's so crazy.
And it's their platform, which is crazy.
So they essentially made it for us and said, we're
Yeah.
going to give our people something else
And
because
this was something
your guys'
else.
ideas are too crazy.
100%. I think it's called something else. Even but it's named something else. It's not even called TikTok.
I need
I'm
to
worried
do
about them.
research. What about
Babe.
me? I'm going to fixate on this for like the next
It's crazy. And that's what I'm saying, like with South Africa, or with Africa actually as a global.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm talking too much. But like for me, this is what I think about.
Go ahead, though,
Sorry.
please.
But this is what I think about because America's muting our content people. I just wish that we had our own platform. Like China has their own platform for their people.
Yeah.
I wish we had our own platform that grew that big to that level.
Yeah.
That wasn't controlled by a first world country like America that really cares about certain things like that. So that if we had our own Africa Talk or whatever, and our content creators were really posting on that and building that and actually
And getting
making it
paid
grow.
on them.
Yes, and it
Yes.
grew to that level. Then we'll have our power back because right now they control us. They can press a button and
they
switch
switch it
all of
off,
us.
it's done.
It's
Yes,
done.
that time when they said TikTok was closing and everyone was just going to have to push me.
100%.
That's some people's careers are on TikTok.
Yes. That's why
It's
they were
like-
crying in America. They were crashing out.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
crash out too. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, whenever Instagram would like crash,
Yeah.
I'd be like, what would I actually do if Mark Zuckerberg said, actually get clear?
Yeah. What happens? Yeah.
So we
What
need to get
happens?
businesses.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Let's also be in our co-boss plan.
Yes, because what if they decide to close Instagram? You feel like Anjali,
Because you have Naked Without, you have Naked Authority. The rest
Yes, yes.
of us,
So
podcast down, son.
the content creators need to lock in because it might be bad for us.
Never know.
We have to lock in. I wanted to ask you, like, with the whole thing of, like being in different spaces, have you ever felt like your audience now, like not just people who are around you, have been kind of, oh, why is she on reality TV now? Or why is she, starting a business now? Because sometimes, yes, people in your life might do it, but now people outside of that might also have that limiting, like you were saying, like sometimes people will only see you in this phase of your life and want to keep you there. Have you ever felt that from your audience? And how have you dealt with that? Because I know for us, we started on social media as just content creators, vloggers, and things like that. There then we moved to podcasting. Then there'll be people will be like, why are you guys on a mic? Like, what do you guys have to say? That's so interesting. So sometimes people will look at it like, because we knew you as this thing, how's about you stay as a content creator? Like, don't try something new. But I feel like even for us and for you, you kind of see that trying something new sometimes is where you can find new success or find a new audience or find, new whatever you want to find in that space. So how's the reception been from the public and your fans?
So it's twofold. With what you're saying about how they spoke about you guys shifting, I feel like because they're scared that you might do better than them. I think there's a little bit of that. Honestly, because anybody can pick up a mic and a camera and do it,
talk,
so it's actually quite a saturated market. There's very few podcasts that do very well, so maybe they were worried about that, because for me, when I saw it, I was just like, this makes complete sense, especially with this, like, it makes complete sense, but on the other hand, I've got a lot of blinder blockers, so for me, my first answer to say, no, I didn't get any pushback, but I've muted a lot of words on my social media. Like, if you don't follow me, you can't tag me. So I don't see things like a lot of
stuff.
like negative stuff. You can't tag me. I will not see it. And on all my platforms, I've muted certain words like that are just, I know that are negative, and if this word, and then I won't even see the comments. So I don't see a lot of things. That's why sometimes even when I drop a song, I'm like, no one is talking about my song. Like, what's going on? Then I realize, I block people from tagging me. So that's why they probably are talking
want to talk about me.
Yes, and I'm not on Twitter at all. So I haven't been on Twitter for like years now.
Which is so
I was going to say, that's actually
100%.
good. Great for your mental health.
I don't even need it. And I used to feel like, oh my gosh, I need to be on Twitter to push my music. And I realized, I really don't. I don't have to be there.
And your people will find you. They know exactly where to find you.
100%. So I don't see a lot of things on social media as well. So I've done that to protect myself because I'm super sensitive. And even like people are talking about other people, I just get so angry and just like rage bait. But but also the thing of like doing a lot of different things, I feel like gatekeepers are real. Some people don't want you to do a lot of the same thing that they're doing because they're scared that you're going to take it away from them. But I always attest someone who does it really well is Nomuzi, because like Nomuzi is a musician. She's on radio now. She's a creative director. She's an MC for shows. She literally wears a lot of hats and she does well in all of them. So no matter what anybody might have said of her moving to different aspects of her career, at the end of the day, she's allowed to. She can do it, and especially if she's skilled in those things. And if people are going to give you pushback, then just make sure that what you do slaps. Because you can't go there and then flop. Like, then it's like my baby. But like, honestly, like, do it and do it well. And I think that's fine. But I never really got... Maybe there was talk here and there, but I never...
You didn't see it though.
Which is perfect and great.
Yeah.
Finally, to close out, I wanted to ask you, if there was someone who's maybe in the music industry like you, who, kind of has been set and seen themselves in one way and is kind of boxing themselves and wants to try new things and explore different opportunities, get into maybe fashion, makeup, whatever it might be, but they're kind of scared about doing it and also are worried about trying something new, even if you're not an expert at it, but just actually feeling yourself out in that space. What kind of advice would you give them?
Just get up and work, whatever Kim Kardashian said. I'm joking. Whatever Kim Kardashian said. I'm joking. No, honestly, I feel like, you can try everything, but I do feel like it's so much more important when you're doing something that is sentimental to you. That's something that is impacting your life, because it's easy for you to speak. Because I keep saying, like, my consumers are not stupid. They know exactly what I'm doing, what for, and they believe in it, or they don't. Yeah. And I feel like it's important to know that you need to get into something that you believe in, because we can all see it. And you want them to believe in you. I know that there's a lot of things that hinder people, maybe financial or maybe opportunity or whatever the case is. And I get that. But there's always something that I've seen this meme. It's like a circle that's all messed up and then a circle that's perfect. And it says, just create it, make it perfect later. So it's like, just make it exist first, and then make it perfect later. So like, just do it, because at the end of the day, what do you have really to lose? People are going to have opinions. Most likely the people that are closest to you are going to be your biggest haters anyway. They're probably not even going to be your clients. So you're not doing it for them. The ones that are probably speaking in your ear saying, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, most likely not the ones that are going to support you when you do it. So that's why for me, I'm like, influencers, everyone is great, but I'm not going to ride on these influencers posting my work or posting my bags or posting my makeup, because I'm not actually essentially doing it for them. I love when the person that buys my product posts me. That means so much better for me. That even if you have 2 followers, that means so much, because you're influencing your 2 followers and your household, your girlfriends to go to my kiosk and buy my product. And that's what matters. So just make it exist first and then perfect it later.
Yeah.
Period. You spitting.
What I love about what you said even is like in every single thing that you spoke about that you've done, I like the fact that there's so much intention behind it. And I think that's another huge lesson to take away. It's like, try different things, yes, but like think about it, plan it, strategize, make it make sense for you. And I love that literally in every single, whether it's music, clothing, you spoke about makeup, everything sounds like it was well thought out, and that's why it ultimately did so well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
We love you loads.
Thank you.
That.
I have gifts for you guys.
Wait!
And it was my birthday 2 days ago.
Is it Taurus season yet?
Aries season.
Oh, sorry. You almost made it.
Oh, you're a Taurus.
I'm about to hit Taurus season. Very messy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I really hope you love the product.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to try.
So sweet.
Thanks.
Get yours, guys.
Yeah.
Pretty funny nuts.
Yes.
I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, thank you so much,
Thank
Nadia.
you. You're
And guys,
welcome.
please do let us know what you guys think about the comments, the conversation in the comments. We'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. But we are going to move on to our dilemmas. How do you think you are with giving advice?
I think I'm quite good. I don't know how to take advice, but I give it.
Real. Very real. So we're going to get into 2 dilemmas.
Okay.
These are just what our bossies have sent us. If you guys would like to send us dilemmas for future episodes, don't forget to email us on bwsdilemmas@gmail.com. That's bwssdilemmas@gmail.com. Let's get into the first one. Okay. I hope you guys are well. I'm so sorry. This is going to be long. I'm in a bit of a pickle. I recently befriended someone. She's younger than me. I'm 27 and she's 24/25. We went out to a groove this one time and we were both intoxicated. I asked my younger brother to pick us up. He's 21 and I fell asleep in the car. In my groggy state, I could hear whispers turned out she was making moves on him. I couldn't react in that moment, so I parked the conversation. I texted her about it a few days later and I explicitly stated that I am not comfortable with her flirting with my younger brother or starting something with him. I further explained that our friendship is still new and I didn't want boundaries to be crossed. I later met up with her and I raised the subject again just to make sure that she understood where I was coming from. Fast forward, I have access to my brother's phone. I was busy with something on his phone and her name popped up. I didn't open the text box, but boy, I was tempted. I'm feeling some type of way. Am I jumping into conclusions thinking she didn't respect my boundaries and still continue to pursue my brother? And am I wrong for wanting to cut her off? I genuinely feel like she disrespected me and my boundaries. Is this a red flag? Please help, Bafazi. P.S. I don't talk to my brother about anything jewelry related, hence why I haven't had the conversation with him.
Oh, I was about to say, why
I was going to say, why don't you? Yeah.
Because this is seeming like a brother conversation.
It
I
is.
think so.
Yeah.
I get where she's coming from, because I would be uncomfortable, especially because he's 21.
Yes,
He's
I think
young,
that's a big
and
one.
I'm
Jail.
very big on like your frontal lobe being developed, and that only happens from 25.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
like,
they're
and
saying.
she's got a frontal lobe fully developed because she's 25.
Yeah.
The friend, and if there's messages on the, she's definitely not respecting your wishes.
1,000%.
And that means she's not your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means she could sleep with your husband.
Yeah.
Like she really
She can do anything.
She can do
This is
anything.
level 1. She might want to take it to the
She
top.
might want to take it to the top because she's doing this behind your back.
Yeah.
You can't have a woman in your house with your man because you don't know. She will do things behind your back. So I feel like that's a serious red flag.
Yeah.
And cutoff is a very important thing. But I understand you saying you don't speak jewelry with your brother, but you have to.
In this case,
Especially
you
at
have
21.
to, yeah.
And I think overall, 21, the boys, they're doing hectic.
True,
You have to have those conversations. You have to talk about safe sex. You have to talk about STIs. You have to talk about STDs. You have to talk about pregnancies. Like you have to have those, that conversation needs to be fluid.
Yeah.
And he needs to be able to come and talk to you and say, yo, I hooked up with this girl and something's itching. Like you need to have like, honestly, it can't be closed off. That one,
real.
it
You have
needs
to be free at the end of the day.
You
And a
have
sibling
to.
should be a safe space, like especially if you have an older sibling.
Yes.
They should be the ones guiding you through these type of situations.
Yeah, rather than your parents, I get it's weird.
Yeah.
But like,
But a sibling-
you better tell me what the hell is going on. I need to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And I feel like because she already voiced what her boundaries were, and like you've said in here that you've explained it to her 3 separate times, it's like that person is hell-bent on disrespecting your
you.
boundaries.
She
So
doesn't
it
care.
is a red flag and you should cut them off.
Yeah, because also if she's willing to cross this boundary, and this is a big boundary, I think, because it's a sibling, what other boundaries is she willing to cross as a friend?
Literally.
So you can't keep someone like that in your space.
In your space. And I've been saying, leave my brother alone, so leave him.
Yeah, leave your brother alone. What?
Let someone your age, my
Yeah,
God.
also,
Even
someone
else's
else's brother.
Yeah.
Leave my brothers. So many brothers.
That's my biggest thing out of the whole thing is leave my specific partner alone. There are other men in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, next one says, hey dolls, I have a friend who's being cold towards me because I dated a guy who was busy with her. By the way, I have never seen him ever, but my friend would tell me she met a guy who approached her and her other friend and made a threesome. The guy paid them for the threesome. A few years later, I met the guy. He came with an intention of being in a relationship. I was cool with that because I was single. A few months down the line, I decided to tell my other friends about it, only to find out he's the guy that was busy with my friend for the one night stand. Then a few weeks later, I decided to tell her that I'm dating a certain guy. Apparently, he's the guy you were busy with, and it's been months dating. Her response was, you did this intentionally. Why would you keep it quiet about your relationship? The reason for me to keep quiet, I wanted to see where the relationship was going. Now she says she's okay that I'm dating him, but I sense her energy's off when I'm present. So it's almost been a year. Me and her have not been speaking or texting each other, and I deleted her number. I'm not sure if I did the right thing.
Firstly, I feel like the man is low vibrational. This type of thing. Because he's paying girls for threesomes.
Yep.
Let's actually start there. That was a big one.
Yeah.
This dilemma is starting off so huge.
So humongous.
I don't know if I want to date a guy that I know paid for a threesome.
With my friend.
With my friend.
With my friend. So let's actually start there. But clearly you love him so loads.
Yeah,
She does love him so
Because you're still with him. So
she's even like, I want to see where the relationship was going. I had to wait a year to let it simmer. You love him so much.
And let's not forget, even in this dilemma, she's not asking us about it.
No, she's like, I'm staying with my man. I want to know about the friend.
The friend is a bit awkward. I don't know. Like my first indication of what the problem might be is that she might be embarrassed about it. The friend to be like, oh no, now you're gonna bring this guy around us. I have to look at him.
Yes.
And I know he paid me for sex essentially. Yep. And we had a threesome. It's gonna be awkward.
Yeah.
So I kind of respect the friend if she says, "I'm actually gonna take a step back." Like I find it weird. You should have probably told me. But if you're doing it sharp, but actually count me out of it because I don't want to sit in front of the person. Because let me tell you, all of us make bad decisions.
Yeah.
And it's like we're all humans. We might sleep with the wrong guy or like speak to somebody about your life and they didn't deserve to know you that well.
Yeah.
There's always something, but you don't want it in your face all the time.
Exactly.
You know, I don't want to see my mistake. You know, I might be different now. What if I'm a Jehovah's Witness now and I'm not trying to work on
man in front of you,
yeah, now I have to see my mistake. And most likely guys are not, they're not cool. Like, there will be a braai where he'll
bring it out.
One thing about the guy.
One truth or dare.
Yes.
And you'll be dying to tell everyone that.
True.
But maybe not even blatantly tell, but there'll be a
little
statement or a little look.
Where he's like, don't forget that.
Babe. And they will do that.
They
So
will.
there's also
They
like,
don't
now I
mind.
must be that girl when I'm actually not that girl.
Yeah.
I was young, I was having fun, I was whatever, and you offered coins and I took the coins.
Yeah.
Right. But now I'm an adult, I have kids, I'm married, like, oh, you know, you don't know what
Whatever
the
the
dynamic
thing is,
is.
yeah.
So I kind of respect the friend for removing herself. And as the girl, she needs to understand you can't force somebody to sit in their mistakes just because you've decided to date that mistake. The question must be, why are you dating a man that's paying girls
That's
for
the
threesomes?
real question.
Because he's going to do it again and again. And most likely he's been doing it the whole time.
Wake that up.
Yeah.
Why should he stop?
So he just woke up one day and said, I don't like threesomes anymore.
Yeah.
Lies. And she clearly wouldn't do it with him because it's her man.
100%. Or maybe that's another alternative. Maybe have a threesome with your man and your girl. That could be an alternative.
Does
to
she
just
want?
break
The
the
thing
ice.
is, does the girl want to have this threesome with you
That's
guys?
what we don't know. But if she is about it, might as well. You know?
She deleted her number, didn't she?
Yeah, the girl who's
girlfriend.
dating, the girlfriend deleted, which is insane. I don't know why you the one who deleted the number, but okay, cool,
Yeah.
period,
To
queen.
me, she loves that man.
But also, I feel like she also knows at the
loads.
back of her head that she's doing something diabolical.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you knew all those contexts at the beginning of your relationship, and you decided that let a year go past for me to develop all these feelings, fall in love with him, and then I'm gonna expect you to be okay with it.
Yeah,
I don't think that's fair.
I don't think that's fair.
So
Yeah.
she should leave it as is, where they're not speaking.
Yeah, she's allowed not to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Give her
Okay.
space.
I think it's fine.
Give it a spice.
Shout out, your advice was great. With 3 brains today.
Yeah.
I love that. That advice is great. Moving on to musings. This is where we tell you guys what we're listening to, what the boysties are listening to, what Nadia is listening to today. We have a playlist on Spotify as well as Apple. Zama, what are you listening to?
I'm listening to a song by Thames. I used to be a huge Thames fan, but I'm getting back into it. I'm no longer a fan of it. I love it. As in, I used to be like a stan. She was on my Wrapped every single year, literally. But I'm getting back into her. I was listening to her album, and the song that I'm loving is What You Need. So good, beautiful song. Her voice sounds sensational.
I haven't given that album a chance, and I'm
going to listen to it now.
I'm wrong. I'm going to listen to it now.
We actually went to the same varsity.
Really? Monash?
Yeah, I went to
hectic. So many talents from that school.
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually listening to Flame's album. It's actually one of my favorites.
Flame is great.
I'm obsessed with him.
Flame
I don't
is
want it to go and say it. I love his album. The album is called, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Gurmanda 2. The album came out in 2022. I'm just running it back because I'm obsessed with it. Because we were in it's a hip-hop era. Yes. Then it came up and I said, I missed you. Let me
Yeah.
What are you listening to, Queen?
I'm listening to Kanye. Bully.
Period. Which
I'm obsessed. The whole thing. But I love Bully. I love Kings. I love All the Love. I think it's called Brothers and Sisters. Yeah, those are my favorite. But the whole project, I'm like obsessed. And I'm not gonna lie. Like I haven't listened to Vultures 1 or Vultures 2. I listened to Donda and I took a break from him because he was spazzing. And for me, it's like I need to be very.
He was quite spazzing.
And then now with Bully, absolutely obsessed.
Is hip hop your favorite genre, or are you into all types of music?
Hip hop is my favorite genre, but I love like a neo soul. I love like Sade.
Same.
That's my vibe. I love Sasha Keeble.
Lindsay loves
anyone who knows me.
Down.
Sasha Keeble's my girl.
Yes.
I love her so much. Did you see her when she came here?
No, because I actually didn't. I knew why.
Yeah.
Firstly, didn't know she was white. Let's start there.
Really?
She has so much soul. Did not know that.
She does have so much soul.
So much soul in her voice, but I didn't know her. I knew why. So I was just like, I knew one song, and then when she dropped the project, I'm so.
You locked
in.
What?
You locked in.
Like there's zero skips.
Zero skips and replay value on the highest level.
They know.
Great.
All
the time.
She's
musings every week.
No, literally. Sasha's my girl. I love her dance.
Yes, love her. So like, I love R&B. I love neo soul. I also love like lo-fi music, so like music like
interesting.
Vibe, yeah. So I'm a very sensual person.
Do you have
but
a favorite
I'm also
artist?
gangster. A favorite artist? No, I don't think there's too many artists that I enjoy that I could single out one person. But I think it depends on periods. So right now, Sasha is my favorite artist.
Okay.
But I love I love 6 Lack as well. Like,
love him. He used to be my varsity. Like,
same.
Love him. So that's the type of
vibe you like.
I really
I love that.
Cool.
Well, Nadia, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
Thank you so much. Where can people find you?
They can find me in these streets. I'm joking. You can find me on social media. I'm Nadia Nakai everywhere. Instagram, Nadia_Nakai. TikTok, Nadia Nakai. Facebook, Nadia Nakai Official. What else is there?
I think that might be everything.
Your businesses?
Yes, your businesses.
My businesses. Okay, so the Naked Without store is in Mall of Africa. We're downstairs by Woolworths and Vodacom. But you can also shop online, which is www.nakedwithout.co.za, and we'll courier straight to your doorstep, so convenience. And then Naked Authority, I'll be launching on my birthday on the 18th of May at Mall of Africa at the pop-up store. I think I'll be there for probably 7 days. So, but I'll post and everything. So it's a birthday present. It's my birthday, but it's a present to you guys. So come give me your money.
A selfless queen.
A selfless
queen. She's giving us things on her birthday.
Yes.
I love it. Oh, well, thank you so much for coming again. We loved this conversation so much. Can't wait to see what you guys think in the comments. If you guys are listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, don't forget to follow our podcast. Don't forget to give us 5 stars if you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. And we will see you guys same time, same place next week. Bye.